Your individuality matters. It's one of the most important things about you, the unique things that you like and dislike and your preferences. But the problem with online interactions and online platforms is they don't preference you. They preference your time. They want you in their applications for longer so that they can sell you more things. But they don't care about your individuality. They care about what keeps you in their application longer. And I don't agree with that. I think your individuality is the most important thing about you, or at least one of the most important things about you. And it should be celebrated. And you should have functionality and abilities online to customize your experience and your ecosystems so that we can get a concierge service, so that we can get an experience that is unique to us, because you are completely different from everyone else. And it's your uniqueness and your individuality that set you apart from other people. And it's also what connects us to one another, the things that overlap from our preferences that connect us to one another. But social media doesn't care about that. Our unique preferences are exactly why we work so hard day in and day out at our jobs or at school or at places we volunteer. And it's so that we can get to the things that we love to do. We work hard so that we're able to afford to go on the vacation, to get into the mountains, or to go to the beach. So at the end of the day, we might be able to spend a little bit of time with our family, passing on those interests to them. It's important. Individuality is extremely important. It's what allows us to have creativity, and it allows us to hear new ideas, and it allows us to interact with other talented individuals. And it's a lot of what we seek out online. But there's barriers in place online. And Nyched seeks to provide a way for you to get easier access to those things, and also for you to express your individuality and your diversity out in the world, so that you are able to then get into the world and do the things that you love. We get sucked into the vortex of online, trying to find little bits of scraps of the things that we're passionate about. And oftentimes, we're left dissatisfied. But I think that the internet could be a lot better if there were a way for us to customize our experience and have a voice. On social media platforms, the worst things often get promoted to keep us engaged for longer. Things that are divisive and engage our emotions, but not usually in the positive sense. Positive things don't usually get promoted on social media. And it's those positive things that are usually housed in the things that make us individuals. It's the things that are our passions that we view in good lights, that get us excited and get us to get outside or get doing the hobbies or the interests that we have. But social media doesn't care about that because it doesn't keep you there longer. The main gatekeeper that gets in the way of us experiencing our individuality online are algorithms. They don't promote things that typically fall in line with our interests. Sure, they sprinkle some things in to keep us engaged in the hopes that we will see more things that we're interested in, but the majority of things that we see are things that are controversial. Things that at the end of the day aren't the most important things we want to be interacting with. I mean, let's be honest, our free time is very valuable. It's the time we get to spend doing those things that we love. It's the time that we trade it away to be able to afford to do the things that we love. And social media wants to suck us into other things. They don't want our individuality at the forefront. They want our attention and our time at the forefront. So they try to steal that away from us. Unfortunately, what that means is algorithms promote these superficial interactions and things that it's easy for us to get a like or an angry face or a comment out of to start an argument, instead of things that we really want to be focusing on. This video is sponsored by Nyched. It's a human interaction platform, and it did something revolutionary. It took all the things that frustrate us about social media and it removed them. It took away algorithms and gatekeepers and focuses on freedom of speech. And in the place of those things that it removed, it put in a reward system and the ability for you to customize and filter your feed. We would love it if we could have your support. And the best way to do that and to learn more is to go to beta.nyched.com. But if you can't join the beta, and you want to support us in a different way, liking this video and subscribing goes a long way to help. Also, if you want to get any merch, you can go to beta.nyched.com and click on the shop. The primary focus of Nyched is on you and your individuality. To take control of your online experience, check out the project today. I hope you come along for the ride. I designed Nyched to prioritize your individuality because that's the most important thing to us. Who we are, our uniqueness. We love to do the things we love to do. I shouldn't have to say it. It's kind of a logical thing. We don't have to talk about the fact that we do the things we like to do. The way Nyched prioritizes this is through two main ways. First, we remove the algorithm. So we got rid of the barriers between you and your information. And that has to be replaced by something. Otherwise, your feed would be empty every single day. And I just don't think that it's ethical for a program to make these decisions for us, especially when we don't know who's in control. What I replace that with is you adding a niche or an interest group to every one of your posts. You can add multiple ones to each post because a lot of times there's overlap between the things that we're doing inside of our passions. This allows each user to filter at a granular level what they want to see. If there's a topic that you like and you're interested in, but a friend of yours has zero interest in that, they never see those posts if they block that niche from their account. So it creates a unique environment completely to you, and it's a completely different, unique experience for me. One of the biggest things that sets Nyched apart as well is that you can custom tailor your feed. So you get to tell the application what you want to see and when you want to see it. And you get to interact with different topics during different times of day. And it's easy to switch and filter between those certain types of posts and topics so that you get a curated environment that is unique to your own individuality and your own preferences. It's revolutionary. No one's ever done this before. The technology to do this has been around. It's not a hard thing to put into an application, but the goal hasn't been to focus on you. The goal has been to focus on keeping you in the application. Where at Nyched, we want to empower your individuality so you get out doing the things that you love. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. That's why we work so hard throughout the day, so that when we're off, when we're in our own free time, we get to interact with things that we love to do. And we get to plan trips that we want to go on so that we get to interact again with our unique preferences and our hobbies and our interests. And there's no platform out there other than Nyched that has ever done this before to provide an environment where you are the focus and you get a say. Nyched is a robust framework that offers a departure from traditional social media. It's a human interaction platform because we focus on the human element first. And it's something that will only become better as time goes on. It gives you the ability and the functionality to create a space that's unique to you. And it fosters creativity and conversation and discovery of things that you might not have known were out there. The little guy online gets filed away in some dark corner of the internet. And it takes a long time for us to come and see those types of people. But they might be making great content that you want to interact with that's in your unique interest groups. And you just don't find them for years. Imagine if you could interact with people who are just as passionate as you are about the things that make you unique. That's exactly what Nyched has to offer. Social media is archaic. It was great for what it was, for getting online and the internet moving forward into a new digital age, but it hasn't developed or adapted since then. It hasn't changed, and it's left the most important thing behind, us. It's left you and me behind, and we don't get a choice and we don't get a say, and it's about time that we do. Nyched solves that problem. Nyched comes in and fulfills every wish and desire that we could have ever had about interacting online. It gives us these customizations and the ability to filter and see what we want to see and when we want to see it. Nyched is the world's first human interaction platform, and it is totally within your control. To learn more, go to beta.nyched.com. If you like this video, leave a like. If you have something to say about it, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Whether it's good or bad, I want to start a conversation. And if you like this video, stay tuned because the next one is coming up right now.